Shalom, friends. My name is Chaim Mailspin. I'm the director of the Aliyah Return Center. Welcome to the Aliyah Return Center's event online called Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets. Yeah, some call it Rosh Hashanah. This is the time where we gather. You know, we do this every single national or biblical holiday of Israel. We gather together. We have a fun time. We've been doing this for years and years and years. You know, what, about 13 years? And even when it's a wartime, we continue. And I just want to encourage you that it's a few days away till October 7th, which is when this war began. You remember the atrocities where the massacre happened to Israel. Such a dark time. So many people are hurting, even now. And we want to stand with Israel together. You know, there's groups that are getting together to commemorate terrorism and to rejoice in terrorism on this time. Well, we are going to stand up for what's right. We're going to stand for God's covenant and God's promises. What does it mean when he says in, Leviticus 23, blow a shofar on this time? What is this Feast of Trumpets all about? Well, we're going to find out together. And we're going to always remember he's faithful over his promises to Israel. God is faithful. And you're going to meet some cool people. And we're going to read some cool verses. And you're going to discover more about this holiday. And stand together for Israel. Do you know that I'd like to ask you something? And I don't always do this. I really don't. Please share this right now. Please go. Just take a minute and click share. Share this live broadcast with all the friends you can, all the groups you can, because this is a time where the world really has to make a choice to stand up for freedom, for democracy, for God's word, for God's covenant, for the way of life that we all hold dear, our freedoms, or allow for anarchy and an apocalypse to come upon us, right? God is gathering the Jewish people back home, and there's a sound of a shofar that's coronating a king. There's a sound of a shofar that's rallying an army, an alarm. There's a sound of a shofar that is a great redemption. There's a sound of a shofar that's repentance. These are different things we're going to unpack. We're going to talk about it. And I want you guys to all learn more about Yom Teruah. Say it with me, Yom Teruah, the Feast of Trumpets. Let's have some fun together. Tell your friends.
So you could easily come to the understanding that maybe God's voice has some shofar attributes, a sound of a shofar. Who is going to be sounding the final blast? Okay, the final blast of the shofar.
Yes.
Okay, when Yeshua comes. So you've got this sound that obviously means something, and so that's where the first time a shofar is mentioned, Exodus chapter 19. So that really has a meaning to me. That really gets my interest.
Yeah. And wasn't he calling them to assemble, right? To all of the tribes of Israel to actually assemble and to actually come up the mountain. They said, Moses, you go. But originally it was a call to assemble.
Right. So there are. So we're talking about the different sounds of a shofar that are accepted rabbinically, and then we also have the different reasons why you would blow a shofar. And so those are those vary. And so I'll just touch on that a little bit. You've got the teruah, okay, or truah. That's with the Israeli accent, and that just means a blowing or a sounding. Okay, that's generally thought to be a long toot 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 toot. Generally nine dots or sounds.
Yes.
Okay, and so the Bible, there's three general places where this is talked about, and so the rabbis have all agreed you need to do it 3 times, three different teruot.
Right.
It's also been decided, not biblically but rabbinically and the Talmud and halacha and all that a teruah should be preceded by a tkiyah, and also afterwards there should be a tkiyah. So you're supposed to do a tkiyah and a teruah and a tkiyah. And a tkiyah is a long, kind of like a doo.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But then, of course, as we all know, us Jews can never have one opinion. We always, we always have to argue about what is a teruah. I don't know when the last time it was you argued with your friends about what is a teruah.
Right.
But is a teruah toot 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 toot, or is a teruah toot toot toot? We don't know. So you've actually
Isn't that
have
shvarim?
that's shvarim. That's
Okay.
right, exactly. So you've got tekiah, teruah, shvarim, tekiah. Right. That's generally the process that you're going to be hearing.
Right.
It's the rabbis have come to an agreement that you're supposed to hear the mitzvah of Rosh Hashanah or Yom Teruah is to hear 100 blasts.
That's right.
And there actually is a mathematical equation of how they got to the 100 blasts. Okay, and so you've got a set of Teruah, Tekiah, Shvarim, and Teruah,
and Teruah Gdolah as
Yeah.
well at the end.
That's
Teruah
right, at
Gdolah,
the end.
yeah.
That's right, and that's the 100.
Right.
But then after you do that set, and that ends up being a set of 30, okay?
Right.
And so they do that once. They do it a second time so that they say, so to confuse Satan.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they do it. We're doing it the first time for ourselves, the second time just to confuse Satan, a third time in case we did it wrong.
Oh.
Come on inside our Hebrew school. Sometimes I'm just so amazed how the best Hebrew teachers from the Ministry of Education and, of course, the Aliyah absorption of the nation and the Jewish Agency all come and help make this thing happen as they study their Hebrew. It's a new, beautiful holiday called the Yom Teruah. And here we go. As you can see, they're studying here. And we've put some apples and honey. Check it out. Apples and honey. Right here. Check it out. Check it out. Apples and honey. And we want to be able to bless them and to come together from all over the world. Because these immigrants, as you can see behind me, come from all over the world. You can see that? And we, as they pour in here and the wave of Aliyah happens, we want them to see that truly God is blessing them. At the sound of the shofar, we want it to be sweet, and we think back to Isaac and Abraham. Remember how God provided a ram's horn was stuck in the thicket? Well, we want them to think of, guess what? As the shofar sounds, there's a great love shown. Not just a rise in anti-Semitism. You turn on the news, you see a rise in anti-Semitism, but we want them to see the love and to be able to have a wonderful, sweet, new season of joy. Thank you for helping making the Hebrew school happen and for the love to be shown to the new immigrants.
Hi, my name is John. I'm from Canada. Today we are celebrating Rosh Hashanah, which is the Jewish New Year. I've been staying at the upper room for 4 months. Great experience, great people. I've been having a lot of fun. I made Aliyah 4 years ago. And for me, Israel is very special to me because it's the only Jewish country in the world.
Ezekiel's vision. What was Ezekiel's vision? A dry bone. What? A dry bone. And then a wind goes through it. That's what a shofar. So I said, this is a big mystery. Wow, wow. And now we're all doing it throughout the country. And it's also a time of gathering, not just for war, but for tov. And that's what we're here for. Changed in the twinkling of an eye at the sound of the shofar.
Shana Tova. That's Happy New Year, because here in Israel we're celebrating Rosh Hashanah. So what are we doing for the Israelis, for the needy of this land, with your help and with your donations for this holiday? We have a wonderful group of volunteers helping us to pack and then later distribute those goods. And so come on with us.
Well, happy holidays, happy Yom Teruah. The blasting of the shofar is heard. Get your shofar out because things are happening. People are assembling right now to receive some goods. And these are normal, not the normal goods that we give. They're extra special. I'm talking like fish and like wine and chocolates, special chocolates to make people really feel happy. You can see teams coming from around the world. They're from Australia right here. And we're going to be able to bless not only the Holocaust survivors, but new immigrants and even some of the pioneers here in the Galilee, hundreds. And so we're getting it all together and we're going to be able to give it to them on the holiday. So special. It makes their heart warm when they see the love of God through you.
Shalom, I'm Lyle. I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Hello, my name is Rajiv. I came from Melbourne, Australia.
I'm Hashini Gunasekara from Australia.
So I believe we are connected to the route as well. So we want to help much as possible, whatever we can help for joint with Aliyah Return.
We have a heart for Jewish people and Israel we really love. And so today we are doing for Rosh Hashanah.
And my whole dream was to come.
Shalom.
Thank you. Shalom.
That's it.
It's amazing to see volunteers come from all over the world, including Australia, including India, all over, and be able to help pass out these precious packages. Thank you all for making their lives happy. God bless you and happy holidays, happy Yom Teruah, and a new season of joy. I hope you really, really had a great time with us. Happy Feast of Trumpets. And hey, we want to tell you not just to like, comment, subscribe, share. Make sure you comment, and click that notification bell. We don't want to just tell you that. Please do those things. But no, hey, come visit us. Our feet will stand within your gates, O Jerusalem, Psalms 122. So why don't you come? We've got a guest house here. Nice guest house to stay in over in Beit Zera, over in Tiberias, a villa. You can come help in the warehouse, Rimon. Go hand out clothes in the distribution center. There's the Hebrew school here. Night classes for the immigrants. You can help in the soup kitchen. Plant a tree in the Aliyah forest. So much more. Join the Ambassador Academy and become a trained leader that can really understand, reasons why they hate us. You'll know why Israel's so special, actually. So unique. Come meet the Pre-Army Academy, meet the lone soldiers. You'll see the national service, 15 young women doing their national service with us, helping immigrants, helping bring this place back to what it's supposed to be. Come on a day trip with us, even if you just have one day free. Come, just check out the accelerator and the incubator that we're doing along with the mayor's office. Help with the emergency aid initiative. Cook some food for those heroes on the front lines. Thank you for joining us, guys. And it's people like you that make the world a beautiful place. So we'll see you next holiday. Which one is it? That's right. Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. It's coming up in just 10 days? See you soon.